just growing huge exponentially. They've got a lot of loft. This group of thunderheads made it over the mountains, made it over those 7,000 foot mountains, and they're just getting gigantic now. They're huge. That is some of the biggest thunderheads I've seen yet here. I've been here for several years, and I've not seen thunderheads quite that big before, but there's probably people who've lived here longer who maybe have. Goodness me, that's big. At the lowest point right there, maybe 14,000 feet up in the air, roughly. At the highest point right there, that point right there is maybe 30,000 feet in the air. It is just absolutely dwarfing the 7,700 foot peak of Tio Grande. Those clouds are just giant, and they formed a wall together. Before they were partially some space between, but now they formed a wall all the way that way, and it goes all the way until we get to strata clouds there. As they're making their way over Tio Grande, they're losing steam. They're just dissipating. As they come over Tio Grande, they separate, like that one has separated, and they dissipate. But the wall behind those clouds is still growing, and it looks like it has enough steam this time on those clouds to go over, but I suppose we'll observe some more and see. But yeah, some of these clouds though have wall clouds underneath them, like you can barely see the edge of that one. It has a wall cloud that forms and then dissipates also. So you can also see some blue sky back there, so it's possibly that this is a band of moisture, but that remains to be seen what it does. But that was some dramatic formation of clouds, grew upwards of maybe 40,000 feet by the climax of it all, and now it's down to maybe 22,000 feet in height. So the point that was over here that was making this set of clouds grow intensely huge has shifted to over here, because these were roughly at 14,000 feet or less, and now they're roughly at 20k in height. So the point where the I suppose that might be the anvil that's growing right there, as you can see right there. So I suppose maybe what happened was the wind shifted the clouds down here, the larger clouds this way. It looks as though it's a boom bust cycle like yesterday, so that means cyclogenesis. At least as far as me, a learning weather spotter, can understand, that's what it appears, because it's booming again, but as you can see, those other clouds are almost gone. So it looks like it's back to boom bust, and you can see clearly that's a cumulonimbus right there. That is now once again they're up to possibly 20k right there also, and they had gotten down to about 10 or 12k. So as you can see, there's Tio Grande. So at least 2 Tio Grandes fit into that. So it's at least 14 at this level. That level is probably 18. Yeah, so cyclogenesis is going again, it seems. So that way is the south, and those clouds seem to be heading toward the south, which is that direction. And we also have some thunderheads building there. Those are most certainly cumulonimbus, and flatheads with the droop hanging down. Those are definitely cumulonimbus formations. Yeah, so that was quite dramatic, really and truly. That was really beautiful to watch.